something's changing, and it has been changing, which is this populist impulse and sense that that's not the case. Now, obviously, we could talk about America and what's happened, which is just phenomenal. But I think here as well, what has happened is that people have been asking all sorts of questions, whether it's about free speech, whether it's about things like Southport, whether it's about two-tier policing, whether it's about why some people can behave in a certain way, but others can't. And I think the problem is that both with Labour and Conservative, in a way, they've both had an existential crisis, right? Labour with momentum, the old kind of Tory idea of neocons mixed with libertarians and One Nation Tories, it's under strain, right? Because you've got a moment where you have to go, well, why are people not connected with their constituents? You've got the lion's share of British people who have some very clear views, and the way you keep people honest is you have the public and the demos engaged and involved, right? And that's how you keep them honest. The problem is these technocrats are so far estranged from where ordinary people are, right? They want things to work. They want to earn better money. No one ever said, oh, I want my kids to be worse off than me, right? They want to be aspirational. They want to have great education. They want to go abroad on holiday. They want to expand their horizons. We've got people that just have contempt quite often for the public. And I think that it was unforgivable what happened post-Brexit, right? Here you've got a proper instruction. You can't get it clearer, right? Go and do this. And yet, we've seen what happened. And then on top of that, we all got locked away. And I think it wasn't so much that Labour won this election, it's that no one wanted to vote for the Tories, they wanted to punish them. And very quickly, as you say, quite rightly, right, then all these other measures, I mean, who knew, right? Labour's going to attack the pensioners, the students, the farmers, everyone.
Yeah.
And so, but what I'm encouraged about and excited about is that this spirit, this indomitable spirit of but freedom, and also the idea that, you know, like in Britain, we've got one of these things, which is, this is like being British in our home. It's a remarkable thing. And people often do it down, right? They put it down. There's like, oh, this and the historically that and decolonize this. And it's like this contempt for the past. And it's like saying everything everyone's done is terrible. But actually growing up in Britain has been a remarkable opportunity, right? We've had, you know, and it's a brilliant country, but it's got big problems. And one of the problems is we've become sclerotic. We're not as even though we're the sixth biggest economy, we have not got the kind of thing we had in the 18th, 19th century, that engineering, innovation, industrial transformation, the can-do thing that you see maybe in China and India, right? Much more. You speak to young...
Nigeria?
Absolutely. Parts of Africa. There's really exciting things happening. Latin America, all over the world, right? Where infrastructure projects, IT, tech, biomedicine, we need more of that, right? We need to have a dynamic prosperity, right? And people keep saying, oh, you know, what about the NHS, the Holy Grail? How do these things get paid for, right? And I think the problem is that we've got technocrats that firstly people often don't believe. Then if they do believe them, they let them down. And this is why Together we're saying, you know, sound like a new age thing. At Together, we always say, we've got to be the leaders. We've got to put pressure locally, regionally, nationally. That's what we've been doing the last 3 years, encouraging people, boots on the ground, put pressure on the elected representatives. But if they can't do it, get out of the way, right? We can decide what happens in this country. We are the future. It's about us, our friends and neighbours, the ones they call gammons, the one they've got contempt from, calling us names all the time. I mean, it's mad, right, people?
Well, mate, they're not real people. That's the problem.